him before the game. He's always had a greater physicality in the league in terms of how teams are playing against you guys. How much have you noticed that, and how do you feel about that when teams do get more physical?
Yeah, I think that's how teams try to, combat our speed and our skill, just to be more physical, up the pressure. So, for one, we have to be strong with the ball, and I think just moving with more pace. If we allow that to make us stagnant, then we become a shell of ourselves. But if we play with purpose and pace, it usually results in a good possession.
So far, this has been your best season in steals and assists, and your second best season in scoring average in NBA. What do you think is different compared to the previous year, and what do you think has changed?
It's only 13 games, so we still got a long way to go to compare it to other seasons. But I think, I'm getting older in the sense of being in better physical shape, right? And being at 26, this is the best physically I've felt compared to other years, and I think that's just me coming into my own. And just, picking up from where we left off last year and knowing what we're trying to achieve, and knowing that it starts, from day one.
When you have a loss like last night that to the average fan would be like sort of, how does that happen? How do you, as a player, know whether that was just, we're not going to win every game, that's one of 82, versus something alarming happened that we have to correct?
I think, for one, just being in the league for 7 seasons now, the NBA is like a roller coaster. It's emotionally, the more stand level that you stay at, I think the better you'll be. And you can't get too high on wins or too low on losses. I'm not saying that you sweep them under the rug. You acknowledge what transpired and why you lost, and we did that. And we're all professionals. We knew that we could have played better, and we dropped the ball on some things. But the sign of a really good team is how you respond. And coming off a back-to-back, we were down Al. We just played this team a couple of days ago that took it in overtime, and I think we responded in a great way.
Joe just credited you and Jalen. Thought you guys were taking the lead, you're taking the shots you wanted to take. What does that kind of process look like for you, and how do you know when you're in a rhythm and getting those looks that you want, as opposed to necessarily maybe ones that are a little more disruptive?
Just the flow of the game. Just trying to make the right read all the time, and the right read for myself might look different for somebody else, and the game is so fast. Sometimes you might misread it or whatever, but just trying to be intentional about who's on the floor with you, what are we trying to accomplish, who are we trying to attack, and then just make the right read. I was getting the matchup I wanted, they would start doubling, somebody was open. We attack the rim, they converge, kick it out to Sam for the three. So the answer is most of the time in front of you, and then there's a time where you feel like you got the matchup you want, you get to your spot, and it's a make and miss league. Sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't.
How important is Payton to this team and what he does for you guys changing the interference?
Payton is super important. I think he's having the best start of his career. I think being so aggressive off the bench, and a lot of times he changes the course of the game. If we have a lead, he extends it. Like in Milwaukee, he kept us in the game in that first half, and that's just so important. It shows how valuable everybody on our team is, that we need everybody. And there are going to be games where, unfortunately, we might not start the way we want to, and then we got Sam and Luke and Payton coming off the bench, and they just change how we play. I think we probably got the best bench in the league. We got guys that would be starting on most other teams. And, I just hope Payton continues to play with the confidence that he has, because he makes us a better team.